Hey there, let's play the Countryle for January 10th. Yesterday's country was Nigeria. The Federal Republic of Nigeria is a country in West Africa bordered by Niger, Chad, Cameroon, and Benin, and has coastline along the Atlantic Ocean. Its population is 225 million, making it the sixth most populous country in the world and the most populous in Africa. Its capital is Abuja. Its largest city is Lagos, which is the second most populous city in Africa and was the capital until 1991. Nigeria was home to several prehistoric and ancient cultures, beginning with the Nok about 3,500 years ago. Currently, Nigeria is home to more than 250 ethnic groups speaking 500 distinct languages. The three largest ethnic groups are the Hausa, the Yoruba, and the Igbo, constituting a combined 60% of the population. Nigeria has some of the world's largest Christian and Muslim populations and is divided roughly in half, with Christians mostly in the south and Muslims mostly in the north. Islam spread to Nigeria beginning in the 7th century CE, which began a trans-Saharan trade route with North African Muslims. The Portuguese established trade with the peoples of southern Nigeria in the 16th century and established the city of Lagos. The region was heavily involved in the slave trade, both locally and the transatlantic slave trade. In what would become northern Nigeria, the Sokoto Caliphate was established in the 19th century, an empire with Arabic as its official language. Britain installed Oba Akitoye as king in Lagos in 1851 and signed a treaty with Lagos. Britain annexed it as a crown colony in 1861. At the Berlin Conference in 1885, Britain's claims to the region were formalized. The peoples of the region were subdued and subjugated to British rule in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The British defeated the Sokoto Caliphate in 1903. In 1914, the British united the southern Nigeria Protectorate and the northern Nigeria Protectorate into the Colony and Protectorate of Nigeria. Nigeria gained a degree of self-rule in 1954 and full independence in 1960 as the Federation of Nigeria, with Abubakar Tafawa Balewa as prime minister. Cultural and political differences remained among the dominant ethnic groups. Two military coups occurred in 1966. In 1967, the eastern region declared independence as the Republic of Biafra, setting off the Nigerian Civil War, which lasted 30 months. The secession was unsuccessful. In the 1970s, Nigeria enjoyed an oil boom and joined OPEC. However, this oil money did not go to improving the lives of most of Nigeria's citizens. Further coups occurred over the following decades, resulting in an eventual Fourth Republic in 1999, which is still in place currently. The government is relatively stable and has had a series of elections. However, the government is still considered extremely corrupt. Nigeria is a federal republic modeled after the United States, with 36 states and the capital as an independent unit. The president is elected by popular vote and is head of state and head of government. A bicameral National Assembly consists of a Senate and a House of Representatives. Nigeria's climate varies from tropical rainforest to savanna. Nigeria has a great deal of biodiversity but suffers from environmental issues, including deforestation and soil degradation. Nigeria's economy is the largest in Africa. Apart from oil and gas, Nigeria exports fertilizers and cement, plastics, and many other products. It also has an abundant supply of natural resources. It is the largest producer of cassava as well as many other crops, including cocoa and rubber. English is the official language, but hundreds of indigenous languages are spoken as well. The major languages are from three language families in Africa: the Niger-Congo, the Nilo-Saharan, and the Afro-Asiatic branches. Education is free but not compulsory, and the literacy rate among men is much higher than among women. Nigeria's human rights record remains poor. Nigeria ranks 163rd on the Human Development Index and 145th in nominal GDP per capita, despite its large economy. Life expectancy is just 53 years. The infant mortality rate is 54.7 deaths per 1,000 live births. The literacy rate is 77%. Nigeria is ranked 129th on the Press Freedom Index and is rated partly free by Freedom House. I was startled to find a country with a government modeled after the United States. You don't see too many of those. It had a parliamentary system before that, but as I said, a series of coups resulted in the current republic. I just thought that was interesting. Yeah, so let's start in Nigeria and find out what's in store for us tomorrow. Okay, we're leaving Africa to the northeast. Well, a cooler country isn't terribly surprising. But are we going to Asia or Europe? I'm going to go to the Middle East first. How about Jordan? Okay. Similar size to Jordan in Asia to its northeast. 10 million people. Northeast of Jordan. Syria? Not Syria. Northeast of Syria. How far northeast? Oh, cooler. Oh, are we in the Caucasus? Is it Georgia? I don't know. No. Oh, Georgia's too small. Southeast of Georgia. I don't know. Azerbaijan? Ah, Azerbaijan. Okay. That'll be interesting because I don't know much about Azerbaijan at all, except that it was a Soviet Socialist Republic. Um, I am going to have to start making these summaries a lot shorter. I might not even go into very much detail except for sort of the country's current state. I won't have time to spend hours on these, and I've enjoyed it, but I'm not sure how much people are really watching it anyway. So, um, yeah, feel free to leave a comment here or on today's Wordle video with a suggestion for a starting word for tomorrow related to Azerbaijan, and I will see you then for the next Countryle.